Friends, it is already September. Wow, August went by so quickly. I just cannot believe how that happened. Life does that, doesn't it? But boy, I had a lot of fun bringing you all along with me while I preserved so many things. And if you're new to my channel, I want to encourage you, if you haven't already, subscribe, because some of those things that you saw little snippets of, I either have or will be producing videos in full length so you can see exactly how I did what I did. So without further ado, let's see what I got done this week. I started out Sunday by going to a friend's house, and he had an abundance of tomatoes and told me I could come pick as many as I wanted. So I came home and I put them on the counters upside down. The stems were removed when I was picking so that I could just let them sit for a day or two if needed, which I had to because I had a big project of cleaning up the truck because I had taken the goats to market and it was a rainy, messy day. So the rest of the day was spent doing that, and on my way in, I found I had another basket full of tomatoes, so I added that to my already growing bag of frozen Romas so that we can hopefully get some sauce made yet this fall. So then Monday came, and I decided to start working with these tomatoes. I got them all blanched, peeled, chopped. I put them in 2 different pots here. I had measured out one for salsa, and then the other one I just did crushed tomatoes, and I saved all those skins. I had 2 trays full that I put in my freeze dryer, and then I went ahead and finished it out. I had plenty of onions, so I went ahead and filled the freeze dryer with onions, and then I finished off the day by processing those crushed tomatoes, and it was probably 12:30 and I was done. So the next morning I got up and I warmed up all the salsa. Everything was ready to go. It was in the pot. It was in the refrigerator overnight, but it took quite a while to bring it back up to temperature. And then I had several loads that went into the canner. I decided to water bath. I didn't like the pressure canning of my crushed tomatoes, so I went ahead and water bath the salsa, and I was really happy with how that turned out. I could not believe how long it took me to actually process all that salsa, but I still had things to do yet that day, and because I hadn't worked too hard, it was just basically processing, I had the energy for Buddy Luke and I. Yes, I snacked him for a couple of hours. We got things ready for Mama Tilly. We set her up her own pen and put down fresh hay because baby is due this coming week. Wednesday was a great day. Get it? So I got to go out to my grapevines and harvest some fruit. I realized it wasn't all ready, so there will be a more in-depth video about this, but I made grape juice and then I turned around and made grape butter. So I'm excited about this product, and if you've never heard of it before, make sure you stick around because that video is going to be fun. I barely got done with this project and it was time for my Wednesday night live. I have a What's Up Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central every Wednesday night, and I would love to have you all join me. I usually have a fantastic guest and we get to know other channels more, so come on and join me then. And then after the live, check out what I did.
Hey folks, I'm so excited about this. What I have going on behind me is new, and it's experiment, and you're gonna come along with me and we're gonna do it together. I freeze dried all the tomato skins. You know, I'm kind of a no waste kind of gal. Use every bit I can. That's just the way I am built. So I have tried dehydrating these in the past, and I have made to make tomato paste. You've heard people talk about it. Well, okay, we're gonna give this a try. All I did was, as I peeled the skins, oh look, it's gonna be in a big chunk. As I peeled the skins of the tomatoes off, all I did was stuck them on my freeze dryer tray. So there might have been a little bit of moisture in there, but not much. And now I have the dry pitcher for the Vitamix. And we're gonna see if we can't powder these.
I am leaving this entire segment in just as I videoed it so you can see just how quickly this happens.
Well, that was loud, but that was fast. You guys, this is unreal. Tomato powder from the skins that normally would either go to my chickens or the trash. Oh my. And all I have to do is add water and I can turn it into paste, or I can use this to flavor all kinds of things. Put some garlic. How about some of that celery salt we made? I can make quite the concoction with some soups and casseroles. This is great. I really think that it probably could have fit in a pint-sized jar, but I'm gonna go ahead and put in moisture absorber in here, and we're gonna seal this up real quick. Oh wow, did you see that? That just pulled that right up there. Probably a good thing it is in there. Sometimes if you overpack stuff, then it, kind of like when you dehydrate, you have to do what's called conditioning, where you shake it. Otherwise it'll all stick. And so it probably is a good thing that I did do that. And so, like with my onions, I probably should have put a few less in here and a few more in here so I could have conditioned this better. Seriously, I think it's time to build more shelves.
So then Thursday morning, right after chores, I went ahead and I got my freeze dryer going with some more of the goat's milk. It is something that I just kind of constantly try to keep up with because then we have it for a later use. I also wanted to do one more quick project before I got about my day because we were leaving the farm and I still had some of these cucumbers to deal with. So what I did is I just got out my slicer and I started slicing them up and putting them in jars. I used some refrigerator pickle brine that I had from a previous batch, and then those cucumbers were so big that one cucumber filled the entire jar. So I got out that silly pickle pouch and I thought, well, I'll just use the brine off that because those dilly beans have had a chance to do their thing. And here, let's do a quick taste test and I'll tell you what I think of that.
Shall we try these pickle pouch dill pickle green beans? Honestly, not a fan.
And I know technically at this point we are done with the challenge. The month is over, but I knew you'd want to see how that milk turned out. So Saturday evening, the freeze dryer was done and I packaged up the powdered milk, and here it is.
And if you've made it this far, we're at the end of the video. And again, I loved getting to participate. This was my 3rd year in the Every Bits Counts challenge. You can go back last year and you can see, I believe I did week in review on YouTube. And my very first year, I only participated on Instagram, where I posted pictures of what I was doing. So who knows what next year will bring. Guys, I can't wait to see you on my next video. Bye.